Coca-Cola! How are you today? We are going to look at some consonant sounds in Spanish, specifically P, T, and K, or K. Doesn't necessarily have to be K, it could be C or K in Spanish. Those three letters, P, T, and K, when we're saying those or pronouncing those letters in English, we really push a lot of air out. So it sounds like P, T. In Spanish, it's very similar, but without so much air. So it's a lot more contained. So a couple of examples for P, for example, P, la letra P, we have patio, patio in English, and then patio, patio. So we don't have all the air pushing out of our mouths. Another example is popular, and then in Spanish would be popular, popular, a lot softer. Same thing with T. We have in English tomato, tomato, and then in Spanish tomate, tomate. Or we have the city of Toronto, Toronto. Not everybody pronounces it like that, but anyway, just to show you the difference. And in Spanish is Toronto. For the K sound, we have in English kilo, and in Spanish kilo. In English we have club, club, and in Spanish club, club. And finally we have conclusion, and in Spanish conclusión. So it's very similar, but a lot softer. We also have sounds like the B, which is not B in Spanish. It's also not V. It's somewhere in between. And sometimes it's so soft that we actually barely touch our lips, and you can kind of hear it, but not really. It depends on the speaker. Some might pronounce it a little bit more strongly than others, but it's a lot softer than the English B. One example is base in English, and in Spanish it would be base, base. When your B is in the middle of a word, it can be a lot softer. So for example, I would say estaba, estaba, or iba. And another example is miserable, miserable. So you can maybe hear that it's kind of there, but not really. It's very weak or very soft. Okay, another consonant that gets really weakened in Spanish is D. Also, you might not hear it sometimes when it's pronounced very weakly or very softly. And some people actually hear a TH sometimes. It's because sometimes we will put our tongue between our teeth for the D sound to make it soft, disco. Again, it kind of depends where you're from, what country, maybe what region, so yeah, I can't give you an exact pronunciation for that, but it is a lot softer than the English D. Other words are doctor, in English, doctor, and in Spanish would be doctor, doctor. Or in English, digital, in Spanish is digital. And when the D is in the middle of a word, like nada, you can hear it's very soft, nada, or sometimes we just say na, because we can't bother pronouncing it sometimes. We really like to speak quickly, so sometimes getting rid of that consonant, hard consonant sound helps us go faster. Other examples like that are parada, parada, which can also be parada, or tomado, tomado can also be tomao. Okay, so that will be it for this video. Those are your consonant sounds in Spanish. Now that you kind of have heard the differences between how they sound in English and in Spanish, we're going to listen to some examples now, some dialogues, and just, take a listen and see how softly it sounds in comparison to English. Gracias.
Hola. Hola, soy Juan. Hola, Juan, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias. ¿Podría hablar con Julia? No consigo comunicarme con su teléfono. Me dijo que su teléfono se quedó sin batería. Ya te paso con ella. Muchas gracias. De nada. Hola. Hola, soy Juan. Hola, soy Juan. Hola Juan, ¿cómo estás? Hola Juan, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias. ¿Podría hablar con Julia? Bien, gracias. ¿Podría hablar con Julia? No consigo comunicarme con su teléfono. No consigo comunicarme con su teléfono. Me dijo que su teléfono se quedó sin batería. Ya te paso con ella. Me dijo que su teléfono se quedó sin batería. Ya te paso con ella. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. De nada. De nada.